Hello there, my name is Dr. Ladep. Here is how I will want to demonstrate to lots of you who have been asking me how to make animation videos without having to pay any dime to anyone in order to have a maximal effect whenever you're communicating with your audience on YouTube or on any other forum. For example, you want to just provide videos for your students and also online learning event. And it's hard enough that you're struggling with the economy and also trying to ensure a maximal impact. Don't be afraid, I will, or be alarmed. I'm not going to be rushing, but I will try to provide a very good system so that you're actually able to understand how it works. Here I will open to my PowerPoint, which will be here. And right from start, I will show you how to provide some kind of a simple model that would work. Now here you have a very simple system, and I'm going to just use a blank slate here. And you can see in the ribbons here, file, home, insert, draw, design, transitions. I'm going to use transitions at some point and probably some Pixon characters. If you don't have Pixon characters, you will need to find how to get this into your own PowerPoint. It is not money. It's not. You're not going to pay anything for this, but it's important that you know about that. So let's imagine you are providing a very simple uh, PowerPoint teaching session to talk about the signs and symptoms of liver disease. Okay, so let's imagine that that's the case here. We'll start here. Go to Insert and come to Shapes here. You want to just have some little bit of uh, video images. Click on one. You can do that here. You can copy by put Control C, and then you Control V, and you can have another one here. Okay. Okay, then you can actually apply your arrow, take both of them, Control C again, or you just go to Control D, and then you are able to left click and drag down. You've got two, and then you can actually select all of them, and then left click and then centralize it in the best position that you would like them to be. Then you can actually click outside of that place. We want to put an image inside each of this. So you can actually do that by doing that. Click one of them and then go to click on format, left click on format shape, and go to fill, expand that, and click on picture. Okay, and then go to insert. Now do this when you are online because you're going to access some information from online sources. I think online will be best. So let's imagine it's now linking you to an online resource, and there are pictures there which are free. Let's say you want the liver, image of a liver. Click on that. Okay, so you can either talk about, click whichever one that you prefer really. You click on that, then it actually puts that within the image system there. Go to the next, and then click on image again, picture or texture field, and then go on to insert, and you find another image or online pictures rather, and then you want to now find out about jaundice. Click on that, and it shows you multiple pictures which you can select from. Let's imagine you choose that one. Okay, and then it actually is supposed to get it into the space there, but it might not depending on the security of the photo. Okay, it's done it now. So it's there. Okay. Then you go on to the next. Remember, come to picture, uh, and then it usually takes in the previous one. But let's what we want to talk about abdominal pain, and you might find some picture there. And here's one. I'm happy with that. I'll put it there, and it comes up. Right, you could reshape that just to take into cognizance the appearance so that it's not a very terrible shape. And then you go to the next one, left click, and click on that picture source, and then online. And we want to see um, urine, for example, or let's say blood test. Blood test. They didn't find any. Let's say blood. Didn't find any. Let's say test tube. It should bring up some. Very good. So we'll select this one, for example. Very good. So I wait for it to connect. Very good. So it's done that. Now let's close this very small part. And if you want a kind of a lecturer that will do something in this, you go into this pixel characters. But if you don't have, just follow this part for a short while. You click on pixel characters. And here it says get started. So you can actually click on that, get started. And you look for a shape of somebody that you like. Maybe let's go with a lady for this purpose. And let's choose one with maybe dark hair, perhaps for now. And let's go for a bit of girlish small hair. And let's think that this person is a doctor, perhaps. Okay, there it is. Very good. After all, it's a man with God. Right. So let's have somebody who is gesticulating and teaching. We'll select that one, and immediately takes it into the space. Now I'm going to show you a trick here. That's the only person we want. Let's imagine we can actually make this smaller, the whole of this window smaller by dragging. Go to that and zoom it out that way. Let me take this person out and put outside. Okay, so he's not in the window at the moment, but then I'm going to show you how these pictures will animate at some point. So how you can do that is you come to this very window or search, depending on your Windows version. Click on that and select type in snipping tool over there, and there it is. You open it, and then you can click on new, and then using a left click button you drag picture there, and it captures picture. So that picture has been captured and is on the clipboard, in other words, on your mouse. Okay, so you close that and then come to this point. You can duplicate, right click here and duplicate slide. Okay, now on this duplicate of slide, I'm not interested in what is here, so all I do is I take this out and delete it. Okay, all of them delete. Okay, now remember there's something on my clipboard, so I'll put Control V, and it actually automatically puts it here, and drag it to fill this space. Okay, and there I leave it and click outside of it. Okay, now I will show you. Now that is the first one. Remember, I still have something on my clipboard, but what I want to do is to reduce the artistic appearance. Oh no, sorry. I'll go to transparency. That's you go into that, and then go on to look, making it very dull or a little bit. You can actually go down a little bit less. Oh, let me just go to color actually. Go to color and you go on to gray, light gray, and click on that light gray. Okay, good. Still with the old clipboard on the picture that you captured on the clipboard, you go to Control V again and do that. Now try to shape this right on top of the image that you've just changed color of and pull it over so that it's actually lying right on top of it. Okay, such that by the time you select both of those pictures, it will overlap like this one. With the selection in place, go to the right lower end, left click and drag to make it big. Okay, now check that this is actually selecting both of them and it doesn't seem to. So what I need here is to go back and go back on that arrow and get it back until they are, I want to be sure that they are selecting both of them together. Okay, so that is the size of the former one. Then click on that, then I'll put it up here as well, just to be sure it's really on both. Okay. Okay, let me see and be sure it's selecting both. I think there must have been some error here that is making it challenging for me, but I will see if we have selected both by doing that again. Very good. So it's now showing two, and then you come onto the right lower end, left click, and then drag that, make one big enough. Very good. In order to see everything, you can actually make this smaller again, and then of course close this part. Right, having dragged this out and zoomed it, you can now click outside. Okay, then come back and click on top of the selected area, and once you've done that, or what you can actually do is select it, click it twice, left click twice. Okay, then that brings this crop portion of the ribbon in place. Go to that drop down arrow and go to crop to shape, and then come here and find a shape that is you like, and I will click on that one. With that, then after that, then you click on crop. It immediately does something there, and without clicking outside, you actually drag that and then narrow it onto one, and then narrow this onto the other. Okay, and keep it that way. All right, that way you've actually selected the one picture and left an underground one that is not I mean, you've left the gray one underneath. I'm going to repeat that for the four pictures, and then I will show you the rest. In order to save time, I will do that separately, go through the whole motions of it, and then when I'm done, I will come back to this again and show you how we continue with the rest of the manipulations, and then we can go from there. Make sure you follow slowly and gently. You can pause the video at any point so that you actually know how to do this all by yourself. I'll come back as soon as I have finished the manipulating the rest of them. Very good. Well, so we've done that portion that describes what we have done. You can see that we've done all of that for each of these and got it out completely. Now, to make this presentation a bit easier, better, go back, place the cursor on the second slide, go to transitions and click on morph, second portion here, and decrease the duration for which at which it would morph to 0.5. Go to the next, click on morph and decrease it to 0.5. Next one, and click on morph, repeat that as well. Remember, you could actually select all of them and do that at the same time, but for the purpose of emphasis, I am actually doing that one after the other so that you know the pattern. Right through to the last part and click on morph and then decrease that. Okay. We also want to make use of this person if you want to. If you don't, it's not a compulsory factor. I think let's bring this man. Probably let's copy, Control C, come over here, paste him here, just to showcase him a bit, and then we can then skip, showcase him here again, just bring him into the center there. Right, so we can then go from the beginning if you want to demonstrate how this will work. So go to slideshow, you can start from beginning and see how it looks. So this is the first slide that will show. Click on that and see how it comes. You see that? So you can, it just morphs very, very nicely and gives you a summary slide. Go back again and I would start something like this. The liver is very important. It is located in the right upper part of the abdomen, just beneath the right diaphragm, beneath the diaphragm. It opposes to the stomach and the kidneys, and the bowel lies on top of it. When diseased, one of the major symptoms is jaundice, that is the yellow change in the color of the eyes. And in some light-skinned people, this could actually look, their skin would be very, very yellow. It is very difficult to see jaundice in dark-skinned persons. Some people will have abdominal pain, and this is because the liver is stretched. And blood tests can diagnose this easily. I will take each point at a time to explain what I am discussing. The liver is the largest internal organ of the body. It derives blood supply from two sources: the hepatic artery as well as the nutrient-rich portal vein. The disease of the liver is called hepatitis. One of the major signs is jaundice. As you can see in this picture, the eyes are yellow. Abdominal pain is not uncommon, as patients tend to have stretching of the capsule, which is the covering of their liver. Blood tests can easily make a diagnosis of hepatitis, and it doesn't take a long time to go and get some blood done. So you may find that it's easy to go and check yourself. That is the end of what I want to tell you today. And I think that you would like this kind of pattern of presentation which engages the audience and moves easily. If you have any queries, do not hesitate to get in touch with me and I will be able to support you. But that is the way it will work to actually make sure you enjoy an audience that will engage with you.